Rose, 72, lives alone in a small house just outside Columbus, Ohio. She once told me, a little tiredly, it's always around 3 a.m. I open my eyes and the house feels too quiet. My heart's not racing, but my mind is. I stare at the ceiling, hoping sleep will come back, but the harder I try, the more it disappears. If you've ever found yourself in that exact moment, eyes open, body tired, but mind wide awake, you're far from alone, and you may have fallen into the same trap that so many older adults face at night, trying too hard to fall back asleep. Here's the surprising truth. Trying to force sleep is actually the worst thing you can do in that moment. Picture this. It's 3:17 a.m. You glance at the clock. Your brain starts calculating. If I fall asleep now, I still get 3 hours. Wait, 2.5. Oh no, just 2. Your shoulders tense. Your chest tightens. You shut your eyes harder, hoping to will your way back to dreamland. But instead of drifting off, your mind only gets louder. Why? Because the moment your body feels pressured, your brain triggers a stress response. Cortisol, the stress hormone, kicks in like an internal alarm. It tells your nervous system, we're up now. Let's stay alert. The more you resist being awake, the more your body resists relaxing. So let's shift the pattern. Let's stop wrestling with sleep and instead gently guide the body and mind into a softer place. Don't lie there frozen like a statue. Gently sit up. No need to turn on lights or get out of bed. Just prop a pillow behind your back. Adjust your posture. This subtle shift tells your brain, I'm in control. I'm not trapped here. Then bring your attention to your breath. Step 2. Breathe like you mean it. Try this. Inhale slowly through your nose to a count of 4. Hold for a brief pause. Exhale gently through your mouth to a count of 6. Repeat 5 or 6 times. Let your breath feel like warm waves. As you breathe, notice your shoulders begin to soften, your heart rate slow, and your mind start to quiet. This isn't magic. It's biology. Slow, deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, what scientists call a rest and digest state. It tells your body, everything is safe now. You can unwind. You're not trying to sleep. You're creating conditions where sleep is allowed to return naturally. Be curious, not frustrated. Ask yourself gently, what woke me up? Is your pillow too flat? Are the sheets tangled around your legs? Is the room too warm or too cold? Sometimes small physical discomforts wake us without us even realizing it. Tend to them one by one. Fluff the pillow. Straighten the covers. Crack the window. This act of care resets your environment and sends your brain the message. You're being looked after. This shift in attitude, this decision not to panic, can change everything. You're not failing at sleep. You're simply awake. For now. And that's okay. Rose told me, after a few weeks of trying this simple breathing technique, I stopped begging myself to sleep. Now I just sit up, breathe a little. Sometimes I fall asleep again. Sometimes I don't. But either way, I don't feel afraid anymore. And that alone is a win. So the next time you open your eyes at 3 a.m., remember, you don't need to win a battle. You just need to shift gently into a place of calm. Sit up, breathe, listen, be kind to yourself. Sleep will come, maybe not right away, but will come more easily when your body knows it's safe. It's 3:47 a.m. You're awake again. But this time, something feels off. Your mouth is dry like cotton. Your legs are twitchy. Your body oddly warm even though the room feels cool. You shift under the blankets, uncomfortable but not in pain. It's subtle but unmistakable. What's going on? Dehydration. Yes, even while you sleep. Your body loses water through your breath and skin all night long. Add in age-related changes in fluid regulation, and by the time you wake up in the early hours, you might be more dehydrated than you think. That strange tension in your legs, the warmth creeping through your chest, the fuzzy, restless feeling, it could all be your body's quiet way of saying, I need a refill. But don't just chug water. Do it smart. Let's say you stumble to the kitchen, flip on the light, and gulp down a cold glass straight from the fridge. Tempting, right? But here's the catch. Ice water can shock your system. It activates your digestion, tenses your stomach, and sends a jolt through your already sensitive nervous system. Suddenly, instead of calming down, you're wide awake. Instead, keep a small bottle or glass of room temperature water by your bed. Even better, warm it slightly before bed and keep it in a thermos. Just a few sips, not a full glass, are enough to ease the edge of dehydration without waking your bladder up too much. It's like whispering to your body, "I see you. Let me take care of you." Add a little magic, minerals. Plain water is helpful, but your body also needs electrolytes, especially sodium, potassium, and magnesium, to function well. And yes, you lose those too while you sleep. If you've ever woken up with a slight headache or that wired butt tired feeling, it might be because your mineral levels have dipped too low. Try this. Add a pinch of sea salt, Himalayan or Celtic, not regular table salt, to your water. Not to make it salty, just enough to restore balance. Or squeeze in a few drops of lemon juice for a gentle kick of potassium and digestion support. It's a tiny adjustment with a powerful effect. Think of it like topping off your car's oil, not flooding the engine, just making sure things run smoothly. A warm herbal option. Chamomile tea by your side. If you're someone who wakes up with a racing mind or tension in your chest, a small cup of chamomile tea, prepared before bed and left near your pillow in a thermos, can be incredibly soothing. Chamomile contains apigenin, a natural compound that binds the brain receptors and reduces anxiety. It's not just an old remedy. It's backed by science. The soft floral taste, the gentle warmth, the calm ritual of sipping. It gives your body something comforting to do without overstimulating it. And bonus, chamomile hydrates without triggering your bladder like plain water might. So you're not up again at 5:30 a.m. running to the bathroom. Why does all this matter? Because when your body is low on fluids or minerals, it starts sounding alarms. Your heart rate might increase. Your muscles feel tight. Your temperature regulation gets weird. Your sleep cycle gets disrupted. And the frustrating part? You may not realize it's dehydration at all. You just feel off. But once you understand the signals, you can respond with care, not confusion. Rose once told me, "I used to think I just had a fussy body, but turns out I was just a little thirsty and no one taught me how to listen." Now, she keeps a glass bottle of warm water with a touch of sea salt and lemon by her bed. I sip, I breathe, and within a few minutes, I'm back under, like a wave carried me home. So tonight, if you wake up and feel parched, fuzzy, or unsettled, pause. Reach for your quiet companion beside the bed. Take one sip, then another. Let it be an act of kindness toward your older, wiser self. Sometimes, falling back asleep doesn't take effort. Just a little gentle hydration. It's 4:12 a.m. You're not uncomfortable. You're not thirsty. You're not even physically restless. But something inside feels heavy, a quiet ache in your chest, a strange hum of anxiety. You don't know what it is exactly. You just know that you're awake and somehow not at ease. This isn't random. Sometimes, waking up at this hour is your body's way of tapping on your shoulder, not complain, but to whisper, "Hey, we need to talk." What if this moment isn't about your body at all? There's a fascinating concept in traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, that links specific hours of the night to specific organs, and even more, to emotional processes. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the lungs are believed to be most active. But in TCM, the lungs aren't just about breathing. They're also the organ connected to grief, sadness, and emotional release. So if you wake up during this window, feeling heavy or unsettled, it might not be coincidence. It might be your emotions asking for a little attention. Modern science backs this up in a different way. Studies show that emotional stress and unresolved tension often rise to the surface in the early morning hours, especially when the brain is in light sleep or transitioning between sleep cycles. That vague sadness you've been too busy to notice during the day, that old regret you thought you buried, they show up here, in the dark, when everything else is quiet. So what should you do? Step 1. Sit up just a little. Don't stay flat on your back in silence, letting the feelings swirl. Prop a pillow behind you. Support yourself physically first. Emotionally, it makes a difference. Step 2, ask yourself gently, what's on my mind right now? Is there something I haven't let myself feel? What am I still carrying? Let the answers come without judgment. It might be clear. I'm worried about my health checkup. I miss how my family used to be. Or it might be foggy. I just feel lost tonight. I don't even know why I feel this way. That's okay. You don't have to name it perfectly. You just have to let it speak. Step 3, write it down. Keep a small notebook beside your bed. Don't turn on bright lights or try to make sense of every word. Just scribble. 3 sentences. 3 thoughts. I feel alone. I wish I had said sorry. Why do I always wake up like this? That's enough. The goal is to solve anything at 4 a.m. The goal is to get out of your head so your nervous system can relax again. This is called emotional externalization, and psychologists say it's a powerful tool. A study from the University of Rochester found that just 15 minutes of expressive writing can reduce anxiety and improve sleep over time. You're not pretending the emotion isn't real. You're simply giving it a place to rest so that you can rest too. Step 4. Pair your words with your breath. Now, return to your breathing. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. And as you breathe out, say quietly to yourself, I release this for now. Not forever. Not pretending it doesn't matter. Just for now. It's like placing a bookmark in a story that's gotten too heavy in the middle of the night. You'll return to it in the morning with more clarity. But tonight, you deserve peace. Rose shared something beautiful after doing this practice for 2 weeks. I stopped trying to explain my emotions to myself. I just started greeting them like old visitors. I let them in. I gave them tea. And then, when they were done talking, I let them go. So the next time your eyes open at 4 a.m. and your chest feels full with something you can't name, don't fight it. Lean in. Name it. Write it. Breathe with it. Then release it. You might be surprised at what softens inside you and how much lighter your sleep feels once your heart feels heard. It's 4:23 a.m. You've been lying there for a while, flipping from side to side, wrapping yourself in the blankets, then kicking them off again. Your neck is stiff, your legs twitchy, and your patience is starting to fray. Every time you check the clock, time seems to be dragging. You whisper to yourself, why can't I just fall back asleep? And then you try to stay still, hoping your body will finally cooperate. But here's the truth. Sometimes, lying still is exactly what's keeping you awake. Your body doesn't need to freeze. It needs to reset. After about 15 or 20 minutes of tossing and turning, your body is no longer in sleep mode. Muscles are tense. Blood flow is sluggish. And the more you lie there stewing in discomfort, the more your nervous system thinks, we're in trouble. So instead of pretending to be asleep, gently move your body. Not a workout, not a full yoga session. Just enough to tell your system, we're okay now. Let's soften. Let's walk through a 1-minute sleep reset. Simple, quiet, and soothing. Step 1. Sit up just a little. No need to turn on any lights. Just sit at the edge of your bed or prop yourself against your pillows. Changing your position sends your brain a new message. I'm not stuck. I'm choosing calm. Step 2. Start with your neck. Your neck has likely stiffened from awkward sleeping positions. Let's unwind it. Gently drop your chin toward your chest and hold. Then slowly roll your head to the right, letting your ear drift toward your shoulder. Hold for a moment, then roll to the left. Do this 2 to 3 times slowly. As your neck loosens, your shoulders will begin to drop too. Step 3. Roll your shoulders to release tension. Inhale and lift your shoulders up high, as if trying to touch your ears. Exhale and let them drop completely. Repeat 3 to 4 times. Let each roll be an invitation to let go, not just of tension, but of frustration too. Step 4. Forward fold for the spine. Sit at the edge of your bed. Slowly lean forward, letting your arms hang toward your knees or the floor. Let your head hang, your back round, your belly soften. Hold this for 3 to 5 breaths. You're not forcing anything, just allowing gravity to help your body decompress. This stretch helps release pressure in your back and gets your blood flowing again. Step 5. Gently shake out your legs. One leg at a time, lift it and give it a light shake, like you're shaking off a little water. Do each leg for about 10 seconds. It might look silly, but it works. Shaking helps disperse that fidgety, buzzy sensation in your muscles, especially your calves and thighs. It's a reset button for restless legs, which can often sabotage your ability to fall back asleep. Add this. Breathe throughout. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. Exhale gently for a count of 6. Pair this with each stretch, each movement, like a rhythm. This breathing rhythm turns your movement into a nervous system message. Everything is safe now. You can let go. One more thing. Warm your hands and feet. Cold extremities are a sneaky sleep disruptor, especially in older adults. If your feet are chilly, your body resists sleep because it hasn't shifted into deep relaxation mode yet. Try this. Rub your hands together briskly for 10 seconds, like you're warming them by a fire. Then gently cup your warm hands around your feet. Hold for a few breaths. It's a small ritual, but powerful. Studies have shown that warm hands and feet help the body fall asleep faster because they assist in dropping your core body temperature, a key step in the sleep process. Rose calls this her midnight movement ritual. She says, "It's like I'm rocking myself to sleep, just a few stretches, a little breathing, warming my toes, and then suddenly I feel calm again. Not rushed, not panicked, just peaceful." So next time your body feels restless in the dark, don't stay frozen in frustration. Move, breathe, stretch, shake, soften. You're not doing anything wrong by being awake, but you can do something gentle and wise to welcome rest back in. It's 3:58 a.m. You're wide awake, and not because your body needs anything. Your mind, however, it's on a sprint. Did I lock the door? What's that appointment tomorrow? Why did I say that in 2019? Your thoughts aren't just wandering. They're ricocheting one after another, like marbles dropped on a hardwood floor. You try to hush them, but every attempt makes them louder. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. And here's the hard truth. Trying to force your mind to be quiet rarely works. It's like telling a toddler full of sugar to just sit still. So what can you do? You redirect. Instead of fighting the noise in your head, you give your brain a softer, steadier rhythm to follow, one that leads it gently back to rest. And the most underrated way to do this? Sound. The right kind of sound. 1. Try pink noise, nature's sleep companion. You probably heard of white noise, that static hum, like a TV on a dead channel. But pink noise is its calmer, deeper cousin. Think. Gentle rain falling on a rooftop. Ocean waves rhythmically crashing on shore. Wind rustling through tall trees. Pink noise reduces the intensity of higher-pitched frequencies, creating a softer, more natural sound that aligns beautifully with your brain's sleep rhythms. In fact, a study from Northwestern University found that pink noise not only helps people fall asleep faster, but also improves memory consolidation during sleep. To try it, keep a small speaker or audio track ready, one with no ads or sudden volume shifts. Set it to low volume, just enough to hear without fully engaging. Let the sound wrap around you like a warm blanket of calm. 2. Guided sleep meditations. A voice to walk you home. If soundscapes alone aren't enough and your thoughts are loud, try a short guided sleep meditation. This is not about zoning out. It's about giving your brain a new job. Focus on the breath. Feel your toes. Relax your shoulders. The voice, usually slow, soothing, and steady, gently narrates a path out of overthinking and into calm. Think of it like a bedtime story for grown-ups. You don't need fancy apps. Many free versions are available on YouTube or Spotify. Just preview one during the day so you know it won't surprise you with sudden ads or jarring music. Set your phone to do not disturb, keep the volume low, and let the voice become a guide, not a distraction. 3. Audiobooks, but only the dull kind. This one might sound strange, but it works wonders for people whose brains are prone to 4 a.m. deep thinking. Listen to a slow, slightly boring audiobook, not gripping mysteries or emotional memoirs. Choose something monotone and mildly interesting like a book about plant species, a history of Victorian gardening, a dry lecture on geology. What makes this work? The narration gives your brain something to latch onto so it doesn't spiral. The lack of emotional intensity helps you tune out gently. The predictable rhythm eases your nervous system into neutral. It's not about listening. It's about drifting. One viewer said, "I once fell asleep listening to someone talk about moss. I was out cold in 10 minutes. I don't even like moss." Make sure to use a sleep timer so it stops after 20 to 30 minutes. No cliffhangers, no plot twists, just a soft voice, and your brain slowly letting go. Why does sound work so well? Because your brain craves patterns. It wants rhythm. When you're spiraling, your mind is stuck in high gear. But the right sounds, steady, soft, rhythmic, act like a gentle gear shift, easing your nervous system down from fight or flight into rest and restore. A 2013 review published in Sleep Medicine, reviews found that consistent low-level sound, like pink noise or guided meditations, significantly reduced nighttime arousal and helped people fall asleep faster. Rose, again, found this out the comforting way. At first, I thought playing sound would keep me up, but now, I don't even make it halfway through the meditation. It's like my mind says, "Okay, someone else is driving now. I can let go." So the next time your brain takes off running at 4 a.m., skip the doom scroll. Skip the battle. Instead, cue up a soft sound. Let it be your lullaby. Pink noise. A calm voice. A boring book. Keep it low, steady, drama-free. Before you know it, your mind will stop sprinting, and you'll be drifting peacefully, leaving the mental hamster wheel behind. Let's pause for a moment and step back. We've talked about breathing, hydration, emotions, movement, and sound. Each of these steps is practical. Each one is backed by science. But more importantly, each one is rooted in compassion. Because here's something we don't hear enough. Waking up at 3 a.m. doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It might just mean you're being given a moment to return to yourself. Picture this. You open your eyes at 3:17 a.m. The room is dark. The silence feels heavy. But instead of panicking, you sit up slowly. You place your hand on your chest and breathe. In for 4, out for 6. You don't beg your body to fall asleep. You support it. You check your pillow, your blanket, the room temperature. You sip a little warm water with a hint of lemon. You notice your mind spinning and decide to give an outlet, maybe a few quiet lines in your journal. Then you stretch gently, releasing the tightness in your shoulders and spine. Your breath deepens. Your thoughts soften. And maybe, just maybe, you reach for a sound, a gentle voice, a soft rain track, and let it guide you back. This is an insomnia. This is care. Yes, it would be lovely to sleep through the night every night. But the truth is, the body changes with age. Sleep patterns shift. Hormones adjust. Emotional processing becomes more active. And for some of us, 3 a.m. becomes part of the rhythm. The question is, how will you meet it? With fear? With frustration? Or with a soft hand on your heart, a deep breath, and a quiet, "I've got you"? This is what Rose learned. She doesn't fight sleep anymore. She welcomes the night as it comes. She told me once, "Now, when I wake up, I don't feel like a failure. I feel like I've been invited into silence. I take care of myself for a few minutes, and sometimes I sleep again. Sometimes I just sit in peace. Either way, I'm okay." So let's reframe this together. Maybe waking up at 3 o'clock or 4 a.m. isn't the enemy. Maybe it's a quiet invitation to listen, to feel, to breathe, to reset. Maybe it's a gentle nudge from your inner self. Let's slow down. Let's reconnect. Let's rest with intention. Tonight, if your eyes open in the dark, you know what to do. Don't force sleep. Sit up and breathe. Sip slowly. Warm water, maybe with lemon or sea salt. Write what's on your heart, just 3 thoughts. Move gently. Loosen the tension. Find a sound that soothes. A whisper in the dark. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are simply awake for a little while. And that time, those quiet minutes, can become something healing, something sacred, something just for you. My friend, we've come a long way together in this video. From that moment of opening your eyes at 3 a.m. and feeling lost, to discovering that your body might not be failing you, it might be speaking to you. And now, you've learned 5 gentle, powerful ways to respond with love, not panic. You don't force sleep. You breathe, sit up, and create space for calm. You hydrate smartly. Warm water, a dash of lemon, a pinch of salt, tiny sips that whisper to your body. You're cared for. You check in with your heart. Writing down thoughts in the dark can ease emotional weight that words alone can't carry. You move softly, gentle stretches, shoulder rolls, a forward fold to tell your muscles, we're okay now. You soothe your mind with sound, a voice, a rainstorm, a sleepy audiobook, something steady to walk your brain back home. But more than all of that, I hope you've realized this truth. You are not broken. You are not alone. Waking up in the middle of the night doesn't mean your body is failing. Sometimes it means your body trusts you enough to wake up and ask for a moment of care. So tonight, or the next time 3:24 a.m. glows from your clock, you can smile gently and say, I've been here before, and I know what to do. You've turned frustration into ritual. You've turned wakefulness into a quiet kind of healing. And that, my friend, is real resilience. Now I'd love to hear from you. What spoke to you most in this video? Was it the idea of sipping warm tea instead of cold water? Did you try the breathing technique? Or maybe writing down your 3 a.m. thoughts helped you feel lighter? Drop a comment below and share your experience, or even just a sentence. I tried tip number 2 and felt so calm. Your story might help someone else finally feel seen in their own nighttime struggle. And if you found comfort here, if you feel a little more at peace now than when you clicked on this video, I'd be honored if you liked this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even share with a friend who wakes up, just like you, between 3 and 5 a.m. Let's build a space where being awake in the dark doesn't feel so lonely, where it feels like a soft return to ourselves. Thank you for being here. Until next time, rest easy and sleep sweet.